A mother whose son was shot and killed by a Metro police officer says today's action gives new meaning to her son's death.
You may remember the Jaquise Clemmons case. He was shot and killed in February of 2017 by a Metro police officer. The officer was cleared. Clemmons' mother has formed a bond with Hambrick's family, and Kim Wynn has her reaction to the charges against Delke.
I have cried, I've been nervous.
Sheila Clemmons-Lee was filled with emotion.
I got fidgety and everything, and my heart was pounding.
Moments after finding out Metro officer Andrew Delke had been charged with criminal homicide in the shooting death of Daniel Hambrick.
Through Daniel, we all get a piece of justice.
Justice Clemmons-Lee says she never got for her own son, Jaquise Clemmons.
Jaquise was loving, very fun to be around.
The 31-year-old was shot and killed last year while running away from Metro officer Joshua Lippert. Police say Clemmons had a gun. The officer wasn't charged, leading to protests and community outrage.
I was very devastated, and I was angry and mad.
Clemmons-Lee turned that anger into activism.
We're going to different functions, churches, hitting the streets.
She organized sit-ins outside East Precinct and collected signatures for a Citizens Community Oversight Board to look into police misconduct.
I couldn't help Jaquise, but if I could help the next family that traveled this road, then it was all worthwhile. And my son's death is not in vain.
2 untimely deaths.
2 young men that didn't deserve to die.
That have now bonded the grieving mothers.
Sometimes I call her, sometimes she calls me. We encourage each other.
Clemmons-Lee says the charges are a step towards justice, but far from the end of the work that still needs to be done.
We all are working together to make true change here in Nashville.
And Clemmons-Lee says getting a community oversight board passed in Nashville is the next step in preventing shootings like this from happening. The issue will be placed before voters on November 6th. The FOP tried to have the referendum removed, but was dismissed twice. Haley.
Thank you, Kim. News 2 is staying on top of the latest developments in this case as it goes through the courts. We'll have updates on air and on WKRN.com.